I may be a rising phoenix in the music industry, but hunty, I am the star of my own reality.
For my first question about their situation, do you feel that the conflict between Royce and Will had anything to do with why William is not a part of the show anymore?
You know, if you asking me from my perspective, you know, I'm gonna say fucking hell yeah, because I just felt like that at the end of the day, like it goes back a long time when Will's cousin, I'm not gonna say their names, was cool with Royce, and you know that whole ISU spiel went down, and too much for me, and so and so it put a strain right there already because that's Will's cousin, and you know Royce is with me, so what's going on? But you know I'm gonna stay out of it, and I've always asked him to stay out of it as well because it's not none of our business. You or I was not there. So like I always tell him, if you're going to tell the story, tell it right. Tell it the real truth. Don't sit up here and sugarcoat shit about what goes on because you're not friends with Royce or don't want to get to know Royce due to your cousin's situation. That's my friend. Like I'm her oldest daughter's goddaddy. Like, well, why would you do that? So I just let it go. I never said nothing. Went on with it. I took a beating up from Royce when she thought we'd get there, but I took a beating up, pretty much. I took a beating up, and so but you want to put me in the hot seat? So I do feel like it put a strain on me and Royce, and I got to figure out between how I'm gonna handle Royce, how I'm gonna handle Will, how I'm gonna get them in the same room. Because what everybody don't know, there was an episode that was not aired this season due to haters. It's me, Royce, and Will. Went to Sultana. Before Royce even got there, I told Will, you need to tell her. You need to tell her. Because all these years... Yes. Am I lying, Ebony? I told her, you need to tell her everything that's going on because, sweetie, it's looking like that it's me. And it's not me.
I think what we were getting to was that things were stated on camera by William. And then when there was time to talk about it, there might have been some remorse, or I hate to call a nigga a nigger, but okay, I'm trying to call him.
He retracted his comments.
He, reneged. Retracted, thank you, Robin. Retracted his statements by, holding on the no comment. Does anyone feel that issue was what propelled the problems between Anthony and Will?
Can't make the statement and then take when it asked back about it, be like, "Oh, no comment."
Yeah,
you've already made the statement.
And when you say no comment, that just makes you just automatically. That's the proof in the pudding right there. Yeah. That's the answer that everybody's looking for when you say no comment. Right. In a nutshell, for me, to be honest, the camera was dead smacking his face, and you said what you said because you wanted a reaction. But if you don't want someone to react against what you're saying, then don't give somebody a reaction to
Don't give them an action for a reaction.
Yeah, don't give them an action for a reaction. So therefore, you gave the girl an action. So.
Well, I want to get away from that because they are not here, and we spent enough time on it. So, as we all know, this year, Anthony decided to go ahead and take his talents back to the A, more permanently this time. Anthony decided to go on a farewell tour during this whole time. He had a few different events. Y'all went to, some of y'all went to the Mexican restaurant. We did the kickball game, the game night. So let's take a look at some of Anthony's farewell tour activities.
My last weekend. Then
I'm about to say something real fucked up.
What did you say?
God, they showed it.
Granny was running. Granny was on the move.
She better come through, honey, because when I get that age, hey, goes, okay? She did her thing, and it was fun. Her energy, it was loud. Like, she was lit. She definitely set a tone. So, y'all done had some goals, but when y'all start getting older,
And it was like, my little cousin was out there. Y'all gonna let my 65-year-old girl come back. You supposed to have your old ass.
I was about to say that.
Old ass girl.
Okay. So, what are the correct rules to Uno?
Let me tell you, okay, before Anthony come in with his house rules,
Tell me what
because you have the regular rules, and then you have what a black family rules. So it just depends on your family.
Tell me, doubles, no doubles.
It just depends.
Double.
So
I'm saying, who's trying to spend 5 hours on the game? Let's get this shit over with. Let's play
but it just depends. So you can, but here it is. If you say stack or if you say doubles, then it's doubles. Everybody knows what double is. But then Anthony got to explaining like it means this, and this, and this, and this, and I'm like, damn, I thought doubles was doubles. Period.
Say
Like,
put that shit out.
Alright, so sorry that I asked about Uno. But Anthony, what made you put together all these events for everybody?
Because he loves us. That's
Right.
why. He loves us.
Some I do and some I don't. So I've put together, I just, I wanted to do something to show my token of appreciation that, that goes unnoticed or it goes a lot shitted on when I try to do things nice for people. And it just goes, like they just feel like they're entitled. Some people feel like they were entitled, to be there. It was just more so, I was blown, my mind was blown, but like I said, I said what they want me to do about it. How do they want me to change the game?
Okay, well, can I say this?
So a recurring theme that I noticed each time Anthony had an event, there was always somebody missing. Mm-hmm. At the Mexican restaurant, the three of us weren't there. Ebony was the only one that was there. When we had the game night, all of us was there, but there were people who weren't there. Then we got kickball. There were people who weren't there. So each event that Anthony had on this farewell. Farewell tour. Mm-hmm. People were making, not making themselves available or just weren't there. Anthony, how did that make you feel when people were consistently not showing up?
Like I said,
it was 3 events. If you made 2 out of 3, okay, that's passing. But if you only made 1 out of 3,
It just, like I said, it just made me feel that everybody, like I said, they're not appreciative. They don't, like, I don't know, they don't see my vision. They don't see, what I'm trying to do, like, or where I'm going in life. So I just look at it as if, like, it disappointed me, really, honestly. But at the end of the day, I was kind of like, fuck them.
Can I say, it all comes down to communication. Mm-hmm. Only for the simple fact that I made 1 event, but I kept in communication of what was going on, And I think that went a long way as opposed to just being like, oh, you knew my situation. Mm-hmm. Now I'm able to move a little bit more freely, But then I didn't have that opportunity. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I kept it open, which was like, look, I don't have a babysitter. Or I can't make it because of this. I kept it open with you, not the day before, the day of. But when you brought it to my attention, I say, okay, I see I have the date, I put it in my calendar, but I also have this going on, so I may not be able to make it.
Right.
It's a communication thing, I feel. Yeah. I don't feel like it's not being appreciated. It's, depending, it all depends on on each person individually, If Robin was to come to you and say, Aunt, I know you told me 2 weeks ago that this is what was happening. I just can't make it today because this is it. You're more willing to understand that because Robin keeps it open as opposed to somebody be like, oh, I just can't make it today, sorry. That's all I'm saying.
So at the game night, I think that was the first time where everyone, all your different friends, kind of all came together, and just was just on one accord, I guess, in one space where it wasn't like a club or too loud to really interact with each other. So what did you all feel the environment or friend dynamic was giving that night?
I feel that it was giving very much so. I know these people, I'm talking to them. Or, you know, clicky. It was very clicky. Like, I didn't really see, like, I know for me, everybody know for me. I can walk in the room by myself and I'm gonna like this motherfucker up. It's boring in here. What's going on? I don't need Evan to be like, bro, let's go up here and see what's going on, or you know, something like that. I'm like, nah, girl, you know, I don't need that. So I'm gonna go on over there and shake the party up myself if I see it's a little boring. Yeah, that's always me. But I just felt like it was a lot. Like, it's too, like, for me personally, like, yeah, I'm the producer and I'm the creator of the show, but you don't see me walking in the room as if like, bitch, my attitude ruder than everybody's in here. Game night Sable attitude, she had an attitude. Berlin had an attitude. Will came in with an attitude because your job made you late. You come in with this trifling ass Shutter Holmes. Like, get away from me, okay? So it was just like it was too many attitudes on game night for me. And the only person that was prone to having an attitude was her. Cause she was pregnant. Didn't have an attitude. She was more so hyping everybody else up.
I was like
Robbie, like, where the music at? Like, bring everybody, where the music at?
Right.
Like, it was just more so like everybody was like, I don't like awkwardness. And some folks can make it awkward by being a big introvert. Like, girl, I know you ain't talking all the time, but girl, you need to loosen up. Like, you are not cute, okay? So loosen up, sweetheart.
I know for them sure I wasn't cute that night.
No, I mean, it don't even was like, honestly, like, besides Robin, Ebony really been around Berlin and Sable a lot, you know, because Ebony, we were always together, you know, before I moved from here. So my thing is like, my question is like, Ebony, like, did it like game night kind of rub you the wrong way with them too a little bit? Like, was you not like kind of like, what's going on? And then like it was the attitude, like they wasn't really like how Sable would be when it's us, or Berlin when it's us. Like it just didn't really.
Yeah.
How did they make you feel? Like, I want to know how did they make you feel? You was like, bitch, okay? Because I mean, I was like just looking at the footage, I was looking at your face sometimes.
Yeah,
looking at them like we've had side conversations in the city. I'm just like, roll up. At this point.
Yeah, shit, they ain't make me feel no type of way, but it was kind of awkward.
I was about to say, but you could tell the energy was off.
Yeah, it's definitely off.
Like, I get
kickball events. Why didn't some of you all attend the kickball?
I was there.
You were kickball?
You got me fucked up. I was there. me and my daughter was there. You got me fucked up. Oh, me and my daughter and my son was there.
Her daughter.
Okay. You was kickball. You was running your pregnant stuff.
I sure was working it out, getting that baby out.
It's okay. It's okay. It happens. Like Cheyenne said, we will be seeing her more activities, but you could have brought the baby.
No,
the kids were there.
It was something. It was something. No, there was something. There's a reason. You know, there's always a reason why I don't show up. If I'm not there, there's something going on there as to why they. Was I even in town? That's the question.
She said reason and nice.
Oh, I knew what it was. I knew what it was. I think you were at that wedding. Out of town. So it was reason.
So I'm gonna ask Robin this question because kickball, we was out there playing some kickball. Shout out to referee Bria. But you 5 months pregnant. Why was you out there running around like that? What was you doing?
Girl, because I work out.
Shit.
And the doctor said that if you ain't that, you don't do nothing different.
Right. The doctor said keep going. I keep that same energy. Hey, if she would have been out there, she probably would have been sitting here right now.
Snatch back like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I know that's right. Hold on, baby, where? Baby, where?
Period, honey. Period, baby, where, honey?
So the biggest, you know, we know Granny Pam stole the entire fucking show.
Entire show.
I mean, at the kickball game. So how was y'all feeling when she popped out on that contested, because it definitely was a contested home run. They tried to, the young folks tried to come for Granny Pam with that home run. How y'all feel?
They knew they weren't gonna win that argument.
Okay, they wouldn't. And then for me, when they was like, I'm hearing everybody yelling, "Go, Granny, go!" I think I was over there at the doing something, and I said,
What?
Granny, who Granny? I stopped everything and was like,
What the hell she got?
I said, whoa. She said she be playing kickball from jump. When I told her we was doing at the park, she said, I'm playing. I said, what, Grandma? Like, I'm talking.
So, thank you. We had fun.
We did.
Yes, we did.
I felt like we enjoyed it.
It was very good fun.
So let's just keep it moving. Anthony stated plenty of times that you've outgrown Indiana and taken the leap to return to Atlanta, Georgia. In your words, this time with no man. You feel me? Let's look at the single and ready to mingle Anthony.
Because he ain't coming with no man. He was with a man last time.
I'm very excited to be back to the
Okay. Take a good shake like a motherfucker.
No, I'm excited this time around. There's no man involved, honey. I'm back. I'm single. I'm doing my thing, honey. So
Come down there, I'm about to fucking fly. Fuck that.
Okay.
So get a private jet anywhere we go. Nah, I'm not talking about the drive. I'm talking about in Atlanta. Everything's like 40, 50 minutes away. I'm cool, bro. We flying anywhere.
I know the toll road. We can get on the toll road, sweetie. We can go to the back end.
I'm about to say, if you want to drive, I got you. Okay. I'm split with the drive.
It took us 30 minutes.
Well, it's not what y'all for going into season 3. Well, you know, Bria, she's got a little bit more going on. She probably won't be with us until like July, August. So y'all have to get together and come down and drive or fly, whatever y'all can do. Like,
I just need to know when the event starts.
We're gonna come up with a production schedule, so we have about that. But let's finish the farewell to Mommy. I was loving this outfit.
I got my face honey on my covers on my pillows because at the moment I am single.
At the moment, I am single.
That's all filled up, by the way. Whole closet filled up. I got racks everywhere.
Not ready for that right now in this video? What's your definition of filled up?
So that means that's
You ready for that?
All right. So, how does everyone feel about Anthony being so far away?
I hate it.
I don't like it.
That's what I hate it.
But I love it for him.
Yeah.
But I don't like it.
Yeah. I agree. I second that.
Sweet.
It is.
Sweet.
Like, I understand he's doing it for his career, which he
Right.
needs to. But, you know, having Anthony here is different from
can't
having
just
him in
drive over
Atlanta.
there.
Especially since, you know, our dance
Yeah, I ain't about to
practice.
start
Okay, I'm
making me
sorry,
cry.
I'm
Like, I know.
No, but
like,
you know, it's all about it. You know, we want you to be in Atlanta because that's where, like she stated at the beginning. You know, you're happy, and we can see that you're happy. But you know, we had our fun here, our dance practices and stuff. We had our fun. You know. So, but it'll all come together. That's why we making trips to Atlanta. It just gives us another place to visit.
Exactly.
Right, and that's exactly what I said.
Without the kids. Without the kids.
That part without the kids.
Right. She said
Without the church.
So, Anthony, tell us a little bit about Atlanta and your time in Atlanta. Talk to me about what. This crying.
Ain't nobody like us.
I'm 30 is a
That's what 30 is.
I'm in the middle of crisis. Okay, but like, being in Atlanta is so much fun. It's so much fun. Like, of course, in the beginning, you know, when I was thirsty the first time, it was a nigga. Yes. But now, like, being single, being free, and can move how I want to move and have fun when I want to have fun. Like, I'm learning a lot of more different things, seeing like bumping elbows with a lot of people. Like, one of my friends texted me this morning and was like, so I kind of splurged on you a little bit. I was like, what that mean? He's like, I kind of told this guy who's a producer about what you got going on with your show, and he said, meet started following me on Instagram and was liking all my stuff. And I was just like, you know, it's opportunity for me down there because, you know, I got me personally, like I said, I got a very big personality that people don't see. Everybody always look at the bad side of me, or he always getting somebody together that everybody really don't see the good side of me. Like, I have a very good heart, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody don't see that. Some people do, some people get it, but then also some people shit on me. But still, I love Atlanta. I'm free. I can be me. Honey, I can wear hair. I can do whatever I want to do. Like, one thing I'm not going to do is you don't see me with no heels on. I lied. You never know what I'm going to put on, okay? No, but I'm just saying. Like, you just never know. Like, for me, I'm fun. And like I said, it's just more opportunity for everybody to come on down there. Have fun with me.
Now, everybody is for you down there.
Yeah. It's so much to love,
It feels good. Like, I mean, we all black.
Yeah.
I'm black.
Black and I'm proud.
I gotta make sure I don't want to assume.
Okay,
but
black is,
y'all know what it's like to be in an environment where people are looking at you and ostracizing you for the color of your skin. When you have the color of your skin and then your sexuality on top of that, it is necessary to be in a place where you're accepted, because that's where you're able to thrive. We out here surviving, but we should be thriving instead of surviving. So I'm happy to see Anthony in the ATL because he finally gets to a place where he can thrive instead of survive. So
yeah, I agree. And what people see here as, oh, Anthony's loud, he's obnoxious, he's da da da. People see down there as somebody who's comfortable in their skin.
Like, oh my God, he gives us life.
Yes.
Like, look at him, look what he's doing.
Like, even when we went out for my birthday, we probably touched on that, but still, like, it was so, like, and everybody was so, like, even our bartender gave us a free shot. Dude say it, he's like, it's your birthday, I got y'all. Then he kept telling us, he's like, y'all are so cute. Like, he was like, especially you are really handsome. I thought I was going to have to give my number. I turned around and said, oh, he's one of me. Oops. Yeah. Okay? So we left it alone at that. We left it alone. But, yeah, okay, I'll be bumping, censoring and shit. Like, what are we going to do? Get a dildo and do it on the back of each other, okay? Anthony took it okay, I could never do that, honey. You better go and get your bottom ass away from me, bitch. But Anthony out of everybody, well, Robin too, though, but Anthony and everybody know how I feel about the girls coming. Y'all seen season 1.
Yeah.
You're not kissing me in my mouth, girl. My own mama don't even ask for no kiss on the lips. Okay, like, I was taken back.
He said, why the fuck does she think I'm a kisser?
Like, Robin and Anthony, y'all was there, y'all know, like.
Yeah, Anthony got the kiss then.
Yeah,
I didn't even get a kiss.
Okay, like, Anthony was the one, the kisses was on you, bitch. Okay.
So, not to slide into the
negatives.
All right. To bring the environment down just a little bit. But a major turning point of the season was the Zoom call that happened once Anthony was down in Atlanta. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of the things that transpired over during the Zoom call.
Just thugs. Her hair ain't never done.
Tension's always rising when people do anything on the side, okay? I don't think that, you know, tension rise once when I called Bria on the side, but I didn't think that there was some wondering minds as to why he's calling Bria. Oh, then that way that I can know, because I'm new to all this technology. So I just was just like, you know, wasn't continuing to go on with it. But my whole thing is like, I just feel like she was just ready for me to get to an altercation. To the point where I'm not having no altercations with nobody. Because little do she know it's problem. I mean, the Zoom meeting, I had already talked to Bria prior to that. So her intentions on getting on there was something totally different that I don't even understand why she got on there and wanted to do that in the beginning.
So lost.
So if I go.
No, I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna wait till the meeting is finished because now I'm lost.
So when I go and say if I'm going to Indiana just for something happening with a family and I'm there and y'all come, then y'all will be filmed with me. But on just like having castmates
and all of that. I can't have that. That's the only thing that I'm saying. But for season 2, which is on my own, I'm going to continue to film with y'all and do this reunion.
I mean, some of them already weird themselves out. So, I mean, it was just like, hey, you did me a favor.
That's what it has to be.
Y'all probably like, she really don't have no issues, blah, 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 blah. But shit like that does not bother.
Maria is going to be on season 2 with you I'm confused.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Royce. What I'm saying is that going forward.
It's not a good time for me to be on here because I just got into a little thing and my mouth is foul right now. And I'm
saying going forward in season 3.
So I'm going to exit, Anthony. You can't do that.
At that moment, I swear to God, I don't know. I don't know what happened, why she was even mad.
With y'all. Right. Going forward, I can't
have. Producers decided to cut the cameras, but our cast continued to talk about what happened on the rest of the Zoom call. The call? Like, what was it?
Look at my face.
What was so close?
And I knew it was a serious conversation. I remember Anthony going through and talking about who he appreciated and him acknowledging certain people for the things that they were doing. I remember him acknowledging Robin for like checking in on him. And I was sitting there thinking like, yeah, I'm with them because I know I don't do that. I'm really bad at checking in on my friends. So I knew that meant a lot to him. And I was cool with him, thanking her and telling her how much he appreciated her. But then I feel like I'm pretty sure he had thanked me, individually. But then as the time went on, people started stepping in and saying, or getting upset and being hurt because they weren't individually thanked. Oh,
it hurt. I don't like seeing him like that. I do feel like he shouldn't have held it in for it to come to that point. He should have been able to express himself to everybody or individually, however the case may have been. But I hate seeing Anthony like that. I always make.
How did you feel about him addressing Ebony directly during that Zoom call?
I don't think he should have did it like that. And I'm only say that because anybody in this world doesn't like being called out in front of a group of people.
Or like, you work with these people, so it's not like they don't know. So that's what you say is, I'm just like,
Your face.
if you feel me, I ain't just thinking on you out, bro.
How did the Zoom call, because we all were a part of that Zoom call.
Yes,
how did the Zoom call make, I need an answer from everybody.
Can we start on that side this time?
I was gonna say, me personally, I felt a little confused. I just felt like there was a lot of aggression when my name was being mentioned. So that's all that I can really speak on is when my name
for no reason
being mentioned. Anyway, I got it.
Okay.
And it felt like that was a mood shift. Anytime that it was like, oh, Bria, where's Bria? Or Bria's there, Bria's talking. Or I just felt like for me not to be selfish or make it about me, I felt like when it just was some shade or weird energy, I guess.
When your name was mentioned.
Yeah.
I agree. And it shouldn't have been. It was almost like an immediate negativity from out of nowhere. And that's so confusing. Like, because I kid you not, when I was on the Zoom call, I had just finished getting my nails done. And I was in the car with my mom. And a mutual friend of my mom, with one of the guys had came and picked us up. And I did have you on speakerphone. And my mom goes, immediately she goes, what the fuck is happening? And I said, Mommy, I don't know, because it was all muted. And she heard you crying. She goes, so I remember her saying, give me the fucking phone. Give me the phone. I said, no, Mom, you're not part of this. She said, no, because why is Anthony crying? I said, well, he's upset. I'm explaining to her. And then you just hear this hostility, out of nowhere. And you already know how I feel about certain people. But I was just like, Wait, like that was the confusion. What was the point of the hostility? That's all I'm saying.
So, I have a special question for you. Because
you over there can do something.
I had a visceral reaction myself when Anthony called you out in the Zoom meeting. Like, I got away from the chick who was braiding my hair, like, hold the phone, because how the fuck is Ebony gonna respond? And I was personally shocked that you just didn't say anything during the Zoom call. So, for me, I want to know, what were you thinking when that happened?
I mean,
what were you feeling?
I'm not gonna go out how Royce went out and was I mean, it is at the point that I felt where he was coming from, you feel me? So, I mean, I wasn't reaching out, you feel me? But I had my own shit going on, too. So, I mean, but he had to write, like he said, when he was here, I was, you feel me, hitting him up. But you was here, you feel me? Because, like, it's different, you move. So, I mean, like I said, I got best friend in Florida. I don't even talk to that nigga damn near every day. You feel me? But I love Donnie, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I talked to him today only because my cousin died. But before I talked to him today, I haven't talked to him in damn near 2 months. But it's still like, there's just some shit like, I don't know, he just came, the way he came at me is just like, I got family I don't even talk to. Like, it's just, I don't know, like, I love that nigga and he know I love him. Like, it ain't never had to be, it was never about no bitch. It was never none of that shit. So, I mean, I don't know. And so, he said what he said, so I sucked that shit up and I just sat on the phone, listen to that shit. I mean, what you want me to say? You wrong? Or you ain't coming to me talking about you appreciate me for where I'm not about to do none of that shit, bro. It's just not me.
You too cool.
Right, too cool.
Shit.
No, thank you for answering that, because I really was.
Yeah, I think. Well, it was quiet.
It was concerning. It was concerning because, like I said, you're the only person who can come to my house with Anthony without an invitation.
Yes, she's not the only person. I keep saying that and I'm going to drop them.
Beginning of the reunion, that was a shocker of the season.
Yes.
So, to come over here, how did y'all feel about the Zoom call?
Well, I mean, y'all pretty much said everything. But no, I was definitely confused when Royce and Sable got the going in. And then also concerned about, your no comment situation. But it was just like, when you initially called the meeting, did people not know what it was going to be about or what you wanted to talk about? Because why was it so, oh my God, that's not what was everybody's perspectives of this meeting? Like, I feel like we knew what you wanted to talk about, or we should have just knew, okay, he had something to talk about because he called a meeting. Let's put our feelings to the side. Let's see what the fuck is going on and go about it from there. Like, don't go into it with a negative mentality if you don't even know what's going on.
Like, I originally thought it was about production.
Yeah, whatever, like I did too, and I'm like, okay, how bad could this be? But even still, we know what we're involved in. So what? I was really just thrown off by the whole thing. I mean, I sat through it, I listened to it, but then again, with like people even being mad about you not addressing them. Okay, well, make him address you then. Like, do more, do something.
But what does it have to be an address?
Right, because a lot of it unspoken goes a long way. Like he was saying, when he do the shit at his house, he's cooking for us. He's showing his appreciation. Like, he didn't have to tell us, oh, I appreciate y'all, blah, blah, blah. No, come to my house, I'm throwing a get together, I'm going to cook for y'all. Okay, like, that's appreciation. Like, everything doesn't have to be said.
Talk about it.
So, I don't...
Had you not mentioned my name, I would have been okay.
Right, like,
it wouldn't have bothered me.
So, my thing is that, so for me in the Zoom call, going into the Zoom call, it was a production meeting. It was to let everybody know that I'm not going to Miami. I'm doing my video. I'm doing my music. Miami's always there.
Right.
I have to do my music. That's my passion. That's my drive. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. So that's what it went into. But I didn't air. I did not air, but it was recorded. Going into the meeting, I was on the phone with my mama. Bree heard it. Bree seen it. She told me a lot of things that I need to address and I need to let go. You need to let go of the people that's weighing you down. Yeah. But, yeah. But my whole thing is that going into that Zoom meeting, it was just for me to let everybody know that I'm doing my career. And then, yeah, there was production people, but at the end of the day, why would I let somebody control my narrative? What I got going on in my life, because you want to spin something around and to get me to do something that you want me to do that I'm really uncomfortable doing. But I'm just doing it because, yeah, I want my name out there. But having a praying mother and a praying grandma, that ain't the best thing for you because it looks desperate. And it did look desperate. And everybody knows that I've been doing everything on my own. And it's been unfolding. You've been seeing the results out of everything that I've been doing.
Right.
So that's why I just kind of took it there and I was like, you know what? I gotta let some of these people know where I'm at. Because for me, like, I bottle a lot of shit in. Then when I explode, everybody's like, that happened there. Why are you taking it back to there? But I didn't address it there. I didn't address this then. So therefore, everybody, I do. It gets confusing to people. They don't understand why I'm blowing up. They don't understand why I'm so upset. But I bottle a lot of shit in. That's why, today I was just like, the door is closed. Let me close these doors and let me stop these chapters and going on before they keep continuing to be planting bad seeds and growing bad apples. But me personally, sometimes I'm so focused on a bad apple. And it was spoiling it for the rest of us because technically we all wasn't supposed to be sitting here in Indianapolis today.
Right.
And the bad apple's not even here. So I had to make that decision for me, my career. So there's plenty of makeup artists out here, honey. You're not that bomb of a makeup artist. Let's just keep it real funky and G. There's people, them girls in Atlanta will eat you to shame. Just looking at the lips. I want my lips popping. I want my face popping. You don't give me enough shimmer. You don't give me enough what I need. Yeah, I'm a man at the end of the day. I don't do that drag shit. But still at the end of the day, give me enough to where they'd be like, damn, but I represented you. If it wasn't for my face you did like a couple Decembers ago, in my show, you wouldn't be getting nearly as what you get. I'm going to keep it real funky and G. But it all blew me. Some of these people blew me. And I'm just, fuck them. They ain't here, they not here. But going forward. Go ahead.
So, I guess my question from that is, then this is an opinion question, is do you all feel that there might have been like side conversations prior to the Zoom call that had people feeling that it was gonna be different content?
Yeah. And I say yes strongly because Royce mentioned that and Sable mentioned that. Like they both said, Bookie, that's not what, and then Royce was like, that's not what we talked about. So it had to have been a side conversation.
But even if it was or was not what they talked about prior, this is what's being talked about right now.
And that's what the meeting was for.
Right.
So that's why I was like, what?
And Anthony said it earlier, entitlement. People feel entitled to be in places and to know certain information, to do
But sometimes what you talk about with somebody off or to the side isn't what
isn't meant for everybody.
It's not for everybody to know or discuss or
It's not everybody's business.
The context, because what Anthony said and how people took what he said should not have been taken the way
he's making a career move. Oh, okay, that's what's up.
But if you go back and look at the Zoom call, what Anthony said was not, "Hey, I'm dropping all of y'all."
No,
what he said was, "Season 3. This is what's going to happen. I'm letting you guys know in advance, so it's not a surprise, when it all happens." Bria is coming with me because she is my executive producer. Therefore, it makes sense for Bria to come with us. The rest of us, we just cast members at the end of the day.
Right.
So if you decide, hey, I'm gonna drop everybody and just get new people from Atlanta, then so be it. That don't mean you dropping friendships. But I'm just saying that don't mean you dropping friendships or nothing.
I feel where you're coming
from. Because we can still be there.
For the life of Anthony. Anthony's life is in Atlanta.
Right.
So if the people that you see day to day change, that makes all sorts of sense.
Yes,
because y'all didn't go into
and that goes back to my original question: are you okay with making those changes, or not having certain people? But it feeds off of that question too, because that's your day to day. So
right,
I don't wait for anyone, and so with that being stated, What did I been saying from jump? I don't have to worry about y'all.
True.
So, welcome back to the For the Life of Anthony Season 2 reunion. I'm your host, Bria Hamons, and it's so glad that you all can be here with us and end our season out. So, we talked about the Zoom call, which was a huge turning point for the season. But the Zoom call led into another rift that happened in the season. So when we started out the show, we started with 5 strong members. And as you can see now, we've dwindled down to 3 outside of Anthony. So let's look at the massive breakup in the jungle between our favorite power couple. You understand? I can say it. Okay, our favorite, Anthony.
It started out, I let you get a little $100, okay? That's why I let you borrow a little $100. Okay, that's fine. Then, I goes and, you know, a couple little weeks went past even after me giving you the $100. It was like no, you know, no nothing. I'm like, okay, cool. Even though I know I'm about to prepare to leave anyway, so I'm not really tripping off this little $100. Girl, you can have it if you need it, honey. Right? But you know, don't just be like as if like you know acting all nonchalant like you feel me? Like hello, don't you know you owe somebody some coinage? You need to come on give me my coinage. So I'll let all that just you know just go on past and when you worry about it. Still, me and honey, so game night. And she won't come run me this little $50.
So, you know, I fired Ebony.
Yeah, see, I was waiting for that. I didn't want to jump in. But...
So we jumped right in, honey. So, you know, I fired her. Yeah. And we're done. And
like,
done. No friendship, no nothing. I will never put my relationship before my good friends. Yeah. I don't care what goes on, because at the end of the day, I know that if the tables was turned on my end, y'all be fighting for me too. Like, wait a minute, Anthony, he needs some help, and I'm pretty sure, like you.
How y'all feel about Anthony in the middle of the season? She left. Yeah, she's done.
No, you said she left. Like she's leaving. Like she got up and walked out.
She didn't.
Okay, thank you. That's how. You like how I asked for a clarifying question. That's all I asked. Thank you. Clarification.
She left according to Twitter.
Have y'all talked?
Twitter? No.
What the fuck is up with the subliminal shit?
According to Twitter, she said everything is done with every and everything.
If it's not directed, it's not respected.
Not directed, it's not respected.
I don't think Ebony had any say-so in her disappearance.
I think it was just kind of left.
So that is actually the first question that I was about to ask Ebony.
Okay, what's up?
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
Let's get a rise out of her.
Cousin Ebony. Okay. So, like I said earlier, we saw you for a good 6 episodes of the season. You were showing up everywhere you were supposed to be. Definitely the only person who had been literally in probably every episode other than Anthony up until that point. Tell me, how did it feel, I guess, watching the show and seeing like Anthony say some of the stuff that he was saying?
Bro, it was all cat, bro. It's all cat, bro. All that's cat, bro. I don't give a fuck. Nobody talking about. I don't owe nobody shit but probably this nigga in the motherfucking world. Okay, if I do owe anybody anything, so can't nobody can't nobody say I ever asked him for no money. So anybody say I did, come say that shit to me. Let that shit be said in front of me, my nigga. All y'all, cause for one, and none of y'all niggas, hold on, cause that about to turn me into something. There you go. There you go. I ain't never asked a motherfucker for shit before my grandparents died. I ain't never had to ask another motherfucker for shit. Okay, so yeah, bro, I had people. Nobody can say I asked them for shit, bro. I got my own shit on my own. You feel me? So I'm looking at the camera because I want y'all to fucking know. Motherfuckers got me fucked up. Okay, and if Royce, you got something to say, you talking about something. I ask you for some money, bitch. When did I ever ask you for any type of money, bitch? You don't even. When did I ever ask you for any type of money? What? $1, $2, $10, $20, $50, $100? Which one did I ever ask you for? Please tell me that. Who else did I ask money for?
Mercedes.
Who?
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Who's Mercedes? You talking about the rapper say?
Yes,
or whatever?
yes.
When did I ask you for money, bro? Tell me that. Tell me when I asked you for money. I just want people to tell me. I want y'all to come to me and tell me when I ask y'all for money. And make sure y'all got the facts, bro. Make sure y'all got all the facts, because I ain't never asked none of y'all bums for no money, nigga. None of y'all. None of y'all. I got my own fucking money. I got a fucking job. Yeah, I had a 9 to 5, and I got a little side shit too. Don't fucking worry about none of that shit, bro. When I asked y'all for money, only nigga I asked for money that's not fucking family was this nigga. Okay, and that was between me and this nigga. So, like I said, like I'm like I said, I don't ask no randoms for no money. That ain't even. I got family for that shit. So what the fuck am I asking a random for money for?
I'm so glad.
So I'm just gonna let that be stated. Okay, so back on me being fired or where the fuck? How am I being fired if I don't show? I'm not showing. I didn't show up. I just didn't show up. It's just. I mean, it is what it is. So what? No. Okay, I got demoted. Maybe you could have said, but I ain't never been fired from shit. Not even from no job.
That word. We can't say that word, honey, because they taking it to the extreme with the demotion word, honey.
Saying, so like, that's all irrelevant. So yeah, I chose not to come around. You know, I was trying to get my shit together. Shit, I had a bitch I was fucking with. That I was trying to get my shit together with. Not with her, but on my end, I was trying to get my shit together with. So, yeah, it might have seemed like I was fucking with a bitch and I put a bitch before anybody, but that really was not the case, because you can ask that bitch. I wouldn't even fuck on her like that. That's why we're not together now. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, it ain't had nothing to do with no bitch. It had nothing to do with no money on some real shit. So, I mean, I just had to get myself together. So, I mean, it is what it is, bro.
No, thank you for answering that. Because I was going to ask you, is it safe to say that you were going through your own personal changes, growth, evolutions, where you just needed to just
get myself together, bro?
Put some time into
yourself. Yeah, for real. I had a lot of shit that was going on. There's a lot of shit was going on, bro. A lot of shit.
I respect that. So, Anthony, I'm going to ask you, how did it make you feel during this time where you and someone who you spoke to on a regular basis, on a everyday basis, y'all just weren't engaging? Because I won't say you all, like, I mean, I know y'all had words and stuff, but it was really more of like a disengagement. You know what I mean? Where it's just like we're just not engaging with each other. Mm-hmm. Like, how did that make you feel?
I was confused. I was lost. And, like, I really didn't understand what was going on, because at the end of the day, I was kind of like, I thought we was better than that. I thought that we would never let any niggas or females become between, but my perception was that this is what was going on. And then not only that, like, you know, like, the situation that happened at the time when she was with Champagne and Robin and her were working at Daymar. So when I was having the conversation with Robin, and Robin was expressing to me the same way how it made her feel the same way too, then I knew that I wasn't the only one that was feeling a certain type of way. Like, it necessarily never, Ebony might not necessarily see what these females are doing, but they could be a root cause to pulling you away, and you may not see it, or you may not think that way it is. But when you're not around as much, I get it. We go through something. When have we never been through things together and talked about things together? That was my whole thing, the reason why I was lost and confused, because if you was going through something, I even said it. I didn't say it on camera, but I said it amongst everybody else. I said Ebony didn't have the time to grieve. It was a go, 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 go. I never seen the time for Ebony to really take the time to grieve. So therefore, like, I even was kind of like, even in the beginning when we first started filming season 2, I was like, damn, okay, cuz really showing up, you know, maybe she putting, you know, trying to take her mind, doing this, take her mind off a lot of things. But when the girl came into play, I was calling her names, so I was mad. I was mad. Everybody don't know what everybody does know now, that when I do get upset because I don't speak on it a lot, I'm shady. Not to you, but I'm being shady towards the person that you with, Miss Piggy. She ain't tell you. You said that you would never text nobody that was this size, and look at her. She's bigger than you. So I was acting on emotions. I was acting on, you know, I was concerned, but then at the end of the day, I even told myself too, I'm done reaching out to people all the time. Like, it's always been Anthony reaching out. Everybody's been me reaching out to them, telling them how much I'm sorry. I'm like, well, can I get an I'm sorry too? But when I did say this, I said, we'll come back around eventually. Yeah, and at the end of the day, for number one, I'm tired of crying. Okay, it's getting old for me. I was crying on live. You know, expressing myself on live, like, it just was too much for me. And then, like I just said, like, we'd be cool. And then when we start talking again, like, I don't know. Like, it just really warmed my heart because I just never really thought that, like, we were really actually not talk. You know, like, it just really made me upset a little bit. And I just...
Because we love Evan.
Right. I was really hurt. I was really hurt. Like, I thought that some female was really, like, you know, I was really hurt. Like, I was really hurt. Like, I was really hurt. Okay, like, I was really hurt, like, to be in a city to where, like, I don't know, like, it was just to the point to where, like, I was, like, I told y'all this, like, I could have dealt without Royce and Will. Like, I was, like, even in the video shot, I was like, I really want Ebony here. Like, I was trying to take a lot of stuff out of my mind. Like, I said that.
Ebony was supposed to be
If that video shoot, if I knew that it was an absence, but I tried not to show it, like, at the video shoot, but I was really hurt. Like, and I was in the bathroom, I was crying. I was crying because I didn't really want half the people here. But since y'all came and I appreciate it, but y'all shitted on me. But we'll get to that later. But yeah, but I was just really hurt and just taken back and just was like, you know.
Don't do that shit again.
If you a fight, right?
Oh, for
shit,
real, okay.
We're doing this again. I'm tired of that. Fight, make up.
Yes.
Sooner than what I did.
Yeah, it took
Sooner than
too
what I
long.
did.
Like, the fuck?
It wasn't even that long.
But you didn't have an option not to be a part and not to be on the show. Like, every time you would say something to us, I'd be like, no, Ebony's not going on. Like, what? No, she didn't. She didn't get fired. No,
Okay,
she got fired. Like,
okay.
not,
That was just me being mad and angry, okay?
If anything, and you were good for saying shit when you were angry.
Yeah, I'm very good.
You're very
when I'm
good for
angry.
saying
Everybody
shit.
knows
Hiding
that.
your feelings and saying shit when you're angry.
Yeah.
Stop that shit.
Oh, I know.
I mean, you have grown.
Yeah.
You have definitely grown.
Yeah,
He's
with like
changed stuff.
growth and maturity and growing up. Like, it's unhealthy to not communicate when people are hurting your feelings because then when
that shit, when you bottle that up, it's scary.
And say some crazy shit,
But for him,
about people who you
but
love.
for Anthony, that was the easiest because you're so good at putting your career first and putting your professional.
So you occupied your time.
You occupied your
That's
time.
always been Anthony.
Yeah.
Even
Absolutely.
before he got
Absolutely.
into focusing on his career.
Absolutely.
He's always made other things a priority instead of focusing on
His
expressing
feelings
his
and
emotions and his feelings.
And the best way for him to express it is like, shit, I don't care. They was nothing in my
Bitch,
life.
fuck
you.
you.
Yes. I'm not worried about it.
So I say this to say though, I'm gonna implore our friend Ebony to stop saying she don't give a fuck about shit.
Yeah, I know.
Because there are things that you care about that might not fucking matter, but you still fucking care about.
We
You
just
know what I'm
saw
saying?
that.
So for real, so I don't want you
Let that
to
let it go. Let it go, dude.
For real, like that don't even like even just outside of the show, I don't want you to be too cool to express yourself so that you
To us, at least.
to anybody so that you won't having to go into yourself when these things are happening because that's when you end up getting in conflict with people as close, super close to
And you have
know
us.
what I mean?
You've always had us. You will continue to have us.
Just not get.
Well, fuck you heard, but
I'm saying we have never been like super close, you know. But you know, y'all was
So
close
it's
enough.
safe to say
Say that shit, bitch. Okay? Say that
so
shit,
it's safe
bitch.
Look, we throwing some no shade, no tea.
Okay.
I love y'all. What? Let me put my teeth in, dude.
Okay.
I'm gonna just
Put them teeth back in.
well, I got questions for you.
oh, for the camera, I got aligners.
Okay.
I got real teeth.
Okay.
So just to end this segment, it's safe to say that you and Ebony are in a better spot.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, she was just in Atlanta.
That warms a nigga heart.
okay.
Yeah.
Anthony took the world by surprise when he dropped his 3-song EP. I almost called it LP because you've been saying all day.
Yeah, you have.
You have. In 2022, ain't nobody dropping no LP.
Okay.
No more. Okay, we are not doing that. But yeah, so he took the world by surprise when he dropped his 3-song EP titled "I'm Over You" this summer, and then he followed up very quickly with the music video. Let's look at some of the behind-the-scenes footage of that fateful weekend in the ATL.
Well, for number one, the reasons why I'm always dancing in the middle of the street, because one, I'm an entertainer, so I'm always have fun, rather than what I'm doing. And I'm always entertaining people that's with me, because I'm excited for them to be here, honey. We in the ATL, honey. We're going to have some type of fun. We're not going to be some no boring ass baddies. We're going to have some fun, honey. Shake a couple of cheeks or something. We outside.
Hey, Bookie, because you know what we do. Gotta send footage. Hey, Will. Hey, Billy. Mimosas. What you whipping up, Bookie? What you got up here?
Some little cooking, cleaning.
What's over here?
Little grits, looking real
creamy.
Good. Creamy.
What else you got?
Okay. Listen, just a little something. This morning I'm making a little something for the people. Not too much, not giving them too much. Just, a little something, just cope out till we can get to where we gotta go. But, yeah.
How long shit gonna take, now? What we got going today, Bookie?
It's video shoot day, honey.
Period.
And the girls is ready.
Let's make a toast. Toast to Bookie for going after his dreams and for his first video. And it's only up from here.
It's only up from here, honey.
Up. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up.
Right.
Get the box. Girl, me, I can't help it now. Shit, what you want me to do? Wiggle and wobbly? Yeah, we feeling it.
I'ma say no, only because Anthony, you can't drive. Like you in Atlanta with Atlanta traffic, you're accustomed to their driving. So I'm gonna tell you, my love, you cannot drive. But it's okay. It's okay. But no, I don't think he was intentionally hitting the bumps, only because I was big and pregnant as hell. So I don't think he would do that on purpose. That's pretty much it.
I'm just here to let y'all know I'm taking over Anthony's Snapchat and his Instagram today because he is going behind the scenes of his new video for his. We got our makeup artist here. She hooked us. Okay, because she hooked us all up.
It's okay.
The man of the hour. He's walking, he's working, he's busy.
So, despite everything that's going on around me right now, I definitely, as an artist, block everything that does not pertain to putting my energy into my craft and what I'm doing right now. And I know that I have to deliver. I'm on time. I'm on money. I just have a lot, invested into myself. So I'm not about to sit here and let people, because that's who they are.
Ooh, child. Don't get me started on this. Okay, so we decided after the video shoot that everybody was hungry. It was time to get some food. So everybody besides me, I decided I'm gonna stay there because I'm tired. I already had been up for 36 hours before I had caught this flight out there. Then I'm doing makeup, then we recorded. I'm tired. Okay, so I'm gonna stay back. And again, I don't want to be packed in a car like sardines. I'm sorry. I don't want to be no more uncomfortable. And I know that I can be pissy, and I don't got time to be pissing people off. I don't got time to piss nobody piss me off. So I'm just gonna stay here and I'm gonna relax on this couch.
I don't know. Shit that was said, it should have probably never been said, but I don't know. I think some people just came to ruin the day for me, and some came to support. That's how I look at it. Sorry to say.
Fuck it up! Fuck it up!
I ain't fighting with no random, period. You never been in the serious. I never take a point, now you're taking all the dishes. This is gas, this is rolling, I can stay the serious.
You better fuck it up!
You know how some people can just be too much complaining for me. And then some, I'm just like, then why are you here if you're gonna be on the phone the whole time? It's just a whole bunch of stuff that I just think I just wasn't vibing with. It was just blowing my mood. But I ain't let it show, and I just kept it pushing.
So, like, Worse than Will was complaining a lot. Like,
Royce, you know, she had her moments where she would shut up and go dip off and go be on the phone and do something. She had her moments, but Will was just, you know, just kept on talking about he was hungry and just kept on being on the phone like a little teenager. Like, it basically was like, you know.
Okay, friends. So we just looked at a lot. A lot transpired over that weekend. Robin, tell me about what was the video preparation like for you?
It was long. I was very irritated.
How many months pregnant were you?
7 or 8. Yeah, I was almost 8. Very close to 8. I was only irritated and frustrated because of all the extra nonsense. Like, it was so much that did not have to be and that could have been avoided, and I just felt like the tension, the negativity, like, it was so draining. And I don't see how Anthony let it go that long before flipping the fuck out. Like, it was a lot, but to keep him in good spirits and keep the day pushing, keep the day going, like, I was humble. You know, I would talk, I would just try to focus on something. I'm a cleaner, so I was just wiping stuff that, you know, just constantly doing something to keep myself occupied too. But when I'm frustrated like that or something's going on, I'm gonna clean. Like, and I feel like that's kind of what kept me a little mellow, because even a couple people made comments like, how is she so calm through all this? Like, I know how to keep my composure, and really I'm the last one that y'all want to see spaz the fuck out anyway. So yeah, so I was like better shot I swear to God. But it took a lot, and I knew that day was for Anthony, all about Anthony, and he was already, I could tell he was already irritated. So like, I would constantly try to joke, you know, say something to make him laugh. Just, I was really trying to just keep the day going. But when that night came and all that was over and done with, shit got real. So I'm glad he got it out, but it was long.
It was some shit that shouldn't have been said, though.
It was.
It was very long.
It was long.
We weren't there 72 hours. It was a long,
and it took
like,
a lot
48.
Out of
like,
it was
the longest 48 hours of my life.
To me, I think that for me, it was the night prior to the video shoot. Like, brings back again what I said earlier about the entitlement. Royce feels she's very entitled in my life, and that I have to, or she has to be there, or I have to do this to make her be there.
We're grown.
So my whole thing was that, like, even with Will, like, you two bitches was throwing shots in my house the whole entire night. Like, when Will said it ain't the 4 seasons in a zoo, bitch, when have you ever been at the 4 seasons? Motel 6 vibes is what you gonna get. And then the last time you went out of town, you had me get your hotel. See, what these girls don't know, and what these viewers don't know, is a lot of these girls, I put the legwork for it. Like, bitch, you know how to book a plane ticket. I had to book your plane ticket for you, show you what to do to get a room. Like, and then they get mad when I talk to them a certain type of way, because that's when I'm irritated.
Right.
You 30 or you were 30 before you was 30 before me. Goes back to she's your environment, what you grew up in. You grew up in, yeah, I'm not gonna touch on that, but still my whole thing is, like, at the end of the day, like, they bothered me. That whole weekend I was bothered by them too. I was bothered a little bit by Sable, but Sable didn't do a lot. You know what I'm saying? She didn't really do a lot. You know, it was the laziness for me. It was just the laziness that it's not my fault that you were up for 36 hours prior to doing God knows what, and we all know what, but okay. So my whole thing is, like, at the end of the day, like, when you came to do a job, you coming to do a job, bitch. You should have got you some Red Bulls. You could have took you a 5-hour energy shot. You could have did something to keep yourself together. You were selfish, and you left everything on me. Little do everybody do not know is that she was not coming at first. She was not coming. Was great leave me to go have to find another makeup artist. Like, I don't know a makeup artist. I do now though. But I didn't know no makeup artists at that time. I just got there in May, and I'm doing all this shit back to back.
Right.
I literally got there and start working. Start working, okay? So my whole thing is at the end of the day is like, girl, fuck you. Like, fuck her, fuck Will, fuck Royce, because y'all ruined my video shoot. And that's how I look at it. But what really stuck out to me that whole night is it was just the Four Seasons shot for me, and it was the whole Royce. First and foremost, nothing against Robin. These bitches didn't land on my portion of my pamper sheets that I ain't even got to sleep on yet. I changed my sheets for you, and here you in there throwing shots. These sicky ass covers.
It's still.
Do you want to go sleep in the car?
All right, go lay your ass on it.
At this point, this point, I'm gonna drop you back off in Glennet. Okay, but shit, it was just too much for me, the whole video shoot. But girl, I'm just glad it's over and done with. I had a good time. I produced, the numbers talk.
Right.
I produced it. I did my thing. I mean, I did produce my own video.
Absolutely.
You know, he was just there as a director, but I produced in my own video. Like everything was my concept, what I wanted, everything. So therefore, like I was proud of myself. Despite you probably got bitches still throwing shade against me, but they're not doing shit. I'm gonna keep it real funky and G. I'm probably one of the only ones or one of the ones to got the best quality video coming out of Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about it.
So it wasn't just shown in the package, but after the video shoot ended and everyone made their way back to Indianapolis, Anthony made his way to Indianapolis to do some finishing touches for production for season 2, as well as give us a sneak preview of the music video. So everyone met up at Robin's house, but sadly I wasn't able to go because I was quarantining at the time. Mm-hmm. And so that situation with my quarantine also spilled over and added to the video situation. Does anybody want to take that and explain what happened?
Ooh, child.
Basically, I got a message from Royce that you had COVID, mm-hmm. and that it wasn't mentioned while there. So of course, you know I'm making calls. I'm calling you. I'm calling Anthony because I want my facts. What the fuck is going on? We was even on 3-way at one point in time. But when it came down to it, you did not have COVID when you were there. You did not catch COVID while you were there. I did not catch COVID. Okay. But of course, my concern was I'm 8 months pregnant. You talking about COVID? Like what the fuck? But you had got that situation happened once you had got back to Indianapolis. That was not a situation that we had to worry about while we was there. But of course, before I knew all of this, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, it was just a whole big mess, and I didn't even know where the information was coming from, but obviously now we know.
It was put into a group text.
Thank you for watching the season 2 reunion special of For the Life of Anthony. See you next season.